some room for one that I was friends with. He was doing it for the last like 3 years.
Hey gang, Michael Daniels. How is everyone tonight? I'm really excited tonight because this is one. Anything Google, you know how I am. I'm a Google kind of guy. Um, Tonight I'm bringing on somebody who, this is really cool because I actually met him a couple years ago and through Hangouts. And it's funny how we're kind of talking sort of Hangouts, but not really Hangouts tonight. But I'm going to bring on Kyle Salewski. Is that right? Did I say it right?
Salewski.
Salewski. Dang it. See, I was thinking I was gonna say it right, and I didn't get it right. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I get Zelensky a lot
I
from
know.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Zelensky.
Is
But
it?
no
Is
N in this.
it? I did that on purpose, folks. No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I did anyway. No. And the thing is here's what's cool is your Twitter. Actually, you try and phonetically put it on there,
Correct.
so
My
people
Twitter
say it right,
account.
and I still say it wrong.
Yeah,
So,
Salewski.
yeah,
Uh,
that's so funny.
but
But
no, I've
anyway,
been
okay,
doing
so
that
I
all my
screwed it
life.
up anyway. But anyway, Kyle, I really do appreciate you. Like I said, being a top contributor is so much fun. We're getting ready to see each other at the end of the month and everything. I'm telling you, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Every time we have a blast. I remember
Oh yeah.
the first one where you and I met. You actually sat there and taught me all the stuff on photos. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to go back and show everybody and have a show.
Yeah, dude. I love teaching people through technology. It's just so awesome.
And it's funny because right before we came in here in the green room, you actually said you're a rising star with photos now too. I really think you
Yeah.
should be because you
Yeah, and
definitely helped
that
me.
was after 4 days of posting.
Yeah, I
I
get it.
was just knocking them out left and right.
And they said, "Hey, you want to come do this?"
You know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly. No, you really do though. Helped me a bunch, that's for sure. And anyway, and then the second time we last year summit and everything, we just spent most of the time at the bar together.
After all the
After
work and
the
stuff, of
events,
course.
after the sessions. But no, it was fun. It was a blast. It's always a great time to meet like-minded people too. You know what I'm saying? Having fun. Just
Definitely.
talking Google stuff, talking. Oh my God, I can't believe they do this, or this needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Um,
I could sit here and ramble on forever. Let's go ahead and get into it.
yeah, definitely.
All right.
Um, so just a little bit about me.
Yeah, go
So I'm
ahead,
from
please.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I do all this Google stuff on the side. For the top contributors program and just kind of volunteer my time and help out different people online. But for my job, I'm a technical solutions engineer and I'm also our G Suite admin. And for those watching who don't know what like G Suite is Google's business product. It's their suite of applications for business users or for education or government. But the only reason you would usually have a G Suite account is if your organization purchases licenses and you pay per month to use Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Hangouts, all that stuff. And what normal users get for free, we pay a monthly fee to get dedicated support from Google and to get more of a guarantee that our services are going to be up and working. Where if a free version goes down, they say, "Sorry, you're out of luck." But hey, if it goes down for us, we say, "Hey, we're paying customers. You got to get this working right away." So it's
That's
very good for business.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see how that could be because you and I have had numerous discussions about meet for business and chat for business.
Yeah,
Two whole different
two
perspectives.
totally different things. So
One is here, one is like down here somewhere,
yeah.
and I'm not going to say which is which. No, I'm just kidding. No, we can say that because I mean seriously,
Um,
they have to have the feedback anyway. So.
Yeah, because so Hangouts has been a long time product of theirs, and
Mm-hmm.
that was actually underneath the umbrella of supported apps
Mm-hmm.
under their SLA. So Google under G Suite, you only have a core group of apps, which is like Drive, Gmail, Calendar, Hangouts, Google Plus, and there's like one other one. So you can use YouTube, but it's not a supported product. You can use Google Maps, but it's not a supported product.
Oh, wow.
So you can't, if there's an issue with it, I can't open up a support ticket for my company saying, hey, there's an issue with Google Maps.
Oh,
They
that's
say,
good to
nope,
know.
that's not supported. Versus if I had issue with Google Drive, I could
Absolutely. They'll, yeah.
and they could fix it for
I
us.
gotcha.
So Hangouts has been supported for a while, but now for the business, they're actually breaking it up into two different apps. So they're splitting Hangouts that was chat and video all in one to Hangouts chat, which is just chat and it's just IM, and group messages and meeting rooms, like chat meeting rooms.
Right.
And then they're breaking out the video portion to what's called Hangouts Meet, and that's just video calling. But they're two separate entities. They do kind of work hand in hand. So if you're in Hangouts chat and you say add a video meeting, it will automatically add a link to Hangouts Meet. But they are two totally different apps that you'll have on your phone or your device.
There you go. Awesome. That's so cool. I mean, I love that. That's so great.
Yeah.
All right. Let's kick it off. Let's get right into showing them some stuff. All right. Here we go. Let me get on to. That should be our screen share. You guys should see that out there, okay? There we go.
Here I am. So I'm just on the Google Meet, Hangouts Meet support page. So this is pretty much the only time you see Hangouts Meet. Everywhere else, it's just listed as Meet. I think they're trying to kind of go away from the Hangouts name, sadly, even though I really like the Hangouts name. But this just kind of gives you an overview. It's tailored towards business. They're called frictionless meetings, where it's just super easy, one click to get one set up. You can join from your phone, your tablet, all that fun stuff. So what a normal user will see, anybody can do this right now. You can go out to meet.google.com and it'll look like this to you, where anyone in the world will be able to use a meeting code. And what you would do is you would just type in the meeting ID that was given to you by someone who scheduled the meeting, and you could join the meeting. Or you could click directly into a link that was given to you, and it would fire it right up.
Nice. And that's for mobile too, right, Kyle? Just want to emphasize that is.
Yes, from mobile, it'll force you to go to the App Store to get the app.
Right. So you have to get the app first,
the Meet app. But you can go to meet.google.com. It'll just redirect you to the App Store when you try to join, and then you'll have to install that app.
And then you have to ask to join. You're not going to come right in the meeting. Correct. Is that correct? Yeah.
Correct.
I just know this from experience. That's why I'm saying it.
Yes. So as an organization, if you are outside of my organization, so if you're from a different company, just somebody in the world that joins my meeting, you will ask to join, and then I will approve you on my end. But if you're inside my company, if my coworker on my team just pops into my meeting, he will come right in, as if we were just in a conference room down the hall, and he opens the door.
Gotcha.
That's just understood that, hey, you're a coworker. You can pop in. I can also tell him, hey, get out of here, and I can eject him. But he is able to just come in without needing an approval code.
Gotcha.
So this is what it looks like for normal people. But if I would go to the app here, I closed it out. So if I would go to Meet.
I'm going to give you a second to pull that out. Let me go real quick. I just want to hit some comments. Oh, I didn't hit comments, though. Hold on. Not a good thing when you don't have the right window there. Go. See, I should have gone to another one, too, there before let's try and go to, see if that's it. There we go. Now I got the comments. Okay, comments, just because I want to let you know who's out there, okay? I got All About Vehicles. That's Keenan's out there. William Rock, he's another TC who's out there.
Hi,
Richard Clarkson, one of our community members. Sheila Hensley. We have William Rock again. Ben Perlmutter. Benjamin's also TC. So,
I know Benjamin.
Yeah, there you go.
Buddy.
Yep, and we have Mark Barris out there who's also in our community as well. So there you go. I just wanted to pop that out there real quick because I always like to recognize and see who's out there and stuff. Got a good conversation going on there. You guys feel free to ask questions. I'll try and ask. We'll either ask it. If it's right on topic with what he's talking about, we'll go ahead and put those in. If not, then we'll kick it around. So anyway, you can say hey to your buddies.
How's it going, everybody? Good to
There you
see
go.
you. Hope I'll see you in a couple weeks.
That's right. All right, here we go. Back at us. All right.
All right. For if you do have Meet enabled on your account, um, you get another option on that main page. Under your little app grid on Google.com and on your other Google apps, you'll have all your different applications. But here's where you can see you have Meet and you have Chat for business users. So now, if I go to Meet, it'll redirect me to meet.google.com. You get all these weird fancy wallpapers. But now I have the option to start a new meeting. So right from here, I just click the Start New Meeting button. It automatically loads it up. I'm going to turn off my camera on the live stream so that it does get turned on over here. Oh, I'll probably need to refresh the page. Bear with me. All right. Hey, there I am. When you join a meeting, I'm starting a new one. It puts me in this kind of like launchpad where I'm able to turn off my microphone if I want, or I can turn off my camera if I'm having a really bad hair day, which is pretty much every day. Up in the three dot menu, you can go into settings if you need to configure your microphone, configure your camera, just to make sure that you're all set. Maybe you're joining from a laptop where you have an external camera connected or something. You can go into settings, and this is where you can change your camera, change your microphone, or change your default speakers. You can also adjust the quality if you want to do it. Right now, my output is only 720p. I think that's what it maxes at right now,
I think
sadly.
it does. I think it does.
And saving with your receive resolution as well. So once you're ready to join, you can just hit join meeting, but also you have present to meeting. So if you are just presenting, let's say you're in a conference room where there's already a meeting on the wall, you can present to that meeting so that you don't join with your mic and your camera on. You just join with automatic screen sharing, and that's all you do, which is pretty slick. But when you're ready, you just hit join meeting, and now it pops us into this meeting.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty handy, and I actually want to do this one more time from the top because I think with my refresh, it got rid of the notification of
from the calendar, or is it
the notification of your meeting link and your PIN number.
Okay.
So sorry about that. That was due to my fault of refreshing in the middle. So from the top, you go to meet.google.com, you hit start new meeting, and this is where it gives me my link to send people, and it gives you a dial-in number also. So this is something that Hangouts does not have currently. The regular Hangouts video calling, it lets you dial out to somebody, but you don't have a dial-in number. They always have to use like a USB headset or something like that. So now this is nice because it gives you a dial-in number.
And that name is not customizable either with Google Meet, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you have to use whatever they give you.
They used to for business Hangouts.
Yeah.
You could customize the name, which is really nice. We'd have like our quarterly meetings or team meetings or monthly meetings, and we name them all properly. Now it's just a random characters. It's nice and short, but I really wish they'd bring back customization.
Yeah.
So once I hit start meeting, this is what will pop up for everyone. It says, hey, add others. Gives you a link, a dial-in. I can copy the joining info, and then I have to manually go up to my email or an IM or something like that and send it to more people. But at least it gives you an easy button to copy that. Or you can add someone directly by phone, and you just call them up. It calls them on a random Google number, and then they answer it and they join via audio only.
Pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Pretty convenient for people that just want to listen in or something like that.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I like too is that what you showed originally, where you can mute the mic and the video, so that way you can just use the chat to communicate as well. Up in the corner, you got chat, and that's what I sometimes that's what I want to do. If I'm at work, I know I can't participate through video and everything else. I just use the chat, so that's really nice to be able to do that. Go ahead, and I probably stole some of your thunder there, but go ahead because
no problem. I was just gonna kind of go around the screen because this does look a little different than your regular Hangouts video call.
Right. The only question we have out there right now is, I think, hold on. Oh yeah, Kyle, what about Google Duo for Business? Is that supported?
There is no Google Duo for Business.
Right. Okay. Basically, this is it. I mean, it's me.
Yeah. You can use Duo, but there's no it
Business.
doesn't you just tie it to a phone number.
Gotcha.
So you don't tie it to like a business email address or anything like that.
Right.
I know you can try to link it recently, but as of right now, you have to link it to a number, so you can just use it with your cell phone,
Gotcha.
but it doesn't actually tie into a business account.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping that Duo could maybe come, but I think they're pretty much focused on Hangouts Meet, and I think this is here to stay. And I don't think they would bring in another video calling service.
Even if it is their
On
own.
yeah. Um, but this is pretty simple interface. Down in the bottom left corner, you have your meeting details. So you can pull this up. It just gives you your link and your dial-in number and PIN. Now you don't have to use your dial-in number. You can just use a headset like I'm using now. If you do dial in, always make sure to mute your computer microphone if you have one. Otherwise, you're going to get echo and feedback and whatnot. Some people think that because they were given a link and a number that they have to use both. You don't. You can just click the link and join like you normally do on a video call on your computer. But if you can't get to a computer or a smartphone to join the call with your mic and camera, and you can only use a phone, then dial in and
Right.
that way.
That makes sense. That
Um,
makes sense, though.
but if you join in like video on your computer and then also call in, you do take up 2 seats. So this gives you a maximum for business users of 25 participants. So if each person connects in to watch a slide deck, but then also calls in, you can only have 12 to 13 people. You're not going to be able to use all 25 because it's going to double dip on seats, which kind of stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, I would love to go into my settings and change my microphone to call me and have it call me, and then my mic would just be my phone,
Oh,
so
that's a
that
cool idea.
it's all one. Because right now, if I would call in, I'd show up as a second user up here, and then when I would speak, it would switch over to my phone icon, and then it would go away from my video. So I really wish they would combine those two. WebEx has that feature,
Mm-hmm.
but Google
Zoom.
Meet is a little
Zoom.
behind on that. Does Zoom let you
Mm-hmm.
tie your phone as your microphone?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they just had a dial-in number.
Oh, you know what? Now that I say that, yeah, okay, but yes, it does. But you can have 100 people in there, so
Correct. So
so
if
so
you
so it doesn't tie it up that
yeah,
way.
if you would upgrade, if your company with your G Suite accounts, businesses can only the business version of G Suite can only do 25 people. Um, if you have the enterprise version, you can stream your meeting to
Mm,
100,000 people, and you can have, I think, 50 people join. I know it was 50. It might have been bumped up to 100. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look
gotcha,
that up.
gotcha.
But it's definitely double, if not quadruple, what the regular business users are. But business accounts are only $10 a user a month.
Yeah,
Enterprise accounts are $25. That's not double.
I know.
That's
That's,
two and a half times
yeah,
the price. That's insane. I don't understand why it's not just like 50% more. Just make it $15 instead of
yeah,
10.
yeah.
But no, not 20, not 15, not 20, $25 a user. Um, so
Hey,
like I said, down the
real quick,
yeah,
I'm just going to show. I'm going to pull this up on screen, kind of block you for a second. But here are the apps. These are the apps that are with G Suite that are included in G Suite. Some of these are not just the regular apps, like there's doc sheets, forms, slides, sites, and then we get into App Maker and Keep, and we have Jamboard, and you have all this other stuff. These other ones, Google Cloud Search and Drive, and then here's where you have your Meet
yeah.
chat and everything. So those are the apps. If you're interested in what apps are actually included with G Suite, it's right here on this page. So it just says gsuite.google.com/features. Okay, now I'll stop covering you up.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of cool business stuff. Like App Maker's really cool. You can
Yeah.
build your own powerful apps just by dragging and dropping a bunch of stuff and tying it to tables.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so back to Meet. Interface is pretty clean. It's almost too clean. But down at the bottom, you have your turn off microphone, and then turn off camera, and it just goes to your avatar. You can also leave the call, and that will just leave it. But if there's anyone else still in it, they will continue to be in that meeting. There's no way to actually like kick everyone out with one button. You do have your present button down here. You can click on present now, and you can either share your entire screen or just a window. Um, and then your three dots here lets you go full screen, lets you open up settings, which we kind of looked at before,
Yeah.
to adjust your mic, camera, and stuff like that. And then report a problem, and then help. At the top, you can see that there's little thumbnails here. When you click on someone's thumbnail, it'll pin them, kind of like white boxing them in the old Hangouts video call.
Right.
But all the new participants that join will be all along this side here. It fills up pretty quick. Once you get 5 or 6 people, it'll be pretty big. I think I have, oh no, it is at 100%. Sometimes I like to zoom out, and then I can makes my thumbnail smaller so I can see more people. But yeah, they'll all be here on the side. I kind of liked it better with the icons on the bottom of the thumbnails. I really wish Google would just let you choose. Like, let me drag this down to the bottom. Let me drag it to the left side. Let me drag it up top.
Top is the best, because that's what Zoom does. They really thought about, because that's where everybody's camera is.
Yes, and that's where your eyes go.
And that's where the camera is.
Way back in the day with the Hangout toolbox, I was able to, through
Move
some coding or whatever, you can move all your thumbnails to the top, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then you do have a chat section. You can open up chat here, and you can say,
and it'll pop on screen. It'll pop on screen for people that don't have chat open.
Yep, it'll pop on screen if they don't have chat open. And then you can expand or collapse this so you can see everyone's name in here as well. You can also mute people by, if you just hover over the little bouncing little lines here, you can mute them. And then also, I don't have the option because it's myself, but you can also kick people from the meeting right here as well. Also, these meeting details, the link and the phone number and PIN never expire. So you can put that into a reoccurring meeting, maybe a weekly meeting with your team, a monthly meeting with your department, and they will always, you just click that link for each and every meeting that you want to use, and they will never expire.
Which would be nice if we could have like the salesman, so we could have a salesman where we could name it. You know, that would be really awesome to have that. So then they don't have to remember a number, or they don't have to remember a code, or just save it somewhere and put it in there and that kind of stuff. So
and then you know what meeting you're in, because the old way you would have the name of it right up top. So I'll show you guys that here in a second. The only way to get a name down here is if you book it from your calendar.
Yeah, you were showing me that before we got in and everything too. One thing too that I wish, and I actually sent this as feedback because I've been in a couple Google Meet meetings. I wish that the last comment would be right below all of your video icons. It stays on screen, just on the right-hand side, because when you're screen sharing as the host or whoever, you can't see any of that chat or the video or any of the comments going on. You have to have another window open to see that. So my thing is, I'd like to have that where it sticks down there. You know, somebody can say, you know, when you're screen sharing something, people say, "Oh, I wish I would have." I know somebody left a comment, but I don't know what it was because it went away too quick. It'd be nice to have the last one stick for a little bit. So I sent that as feedback.
Kind of hover there.
Well, just the last one. It doesn't need to be every single one, but just have the last one there where you could just kind of look at it real quickly. I think that would be a really cool feature.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if it would stick there, or just stick around longer. I think
that's a good point.
Too quick, because you see it there for a second, and then you try to read it, and you see the first word, and then it fades away.
Yep, valid point.
So yeah, I've sent out a lot of feedback. It's definitely getting there. You weren't able to dial out previously, which you always could from the old Hangouts, and we use that heavily. So we could never move to Hangouts Meet because it didn't have dial out. And you know what? After giving all this feedback, they finally added dial out, which is really nice.
What would be a use case on that? Just a quick use case on that. Give me an example, just so people.
So what we used it for, so we go into a lot of conference rooms, and not every conference room is outfitted with USB microphones for your computer.
Okay.
So if I am sharing my computer to the projector in the room so everyone can see the slide presentation, I also join a Hangouts Meet meeting because we might have somebody working from home that wants to see the presentation. But how are they going to hear me?
Gotcha.
They're going to need to listen to my mic on my laptop, like in a big conference room. That doesn't work out well.
Gotcha.
So what we would do is we would dial out from the Hangouts Meet meeting into the conference room telephone that's on the conference room table.
Nice.
So we dial out to the phone that's right in front of us. We would answer it. And then anybody watching remotely, connecting in from home, they get to hear everybody at the table because the conference room phone picks up everything and everyone can talk and everyone can hear each other. So we would always dial into the conference room phone from a video call for these rooms that aren't outfitted for video conferencing.
Perfect. Perfect.
So, like I said before, when you start a new meeting, it doesn't let you put in a title or information or anything, which kind of stinks because people don't know what meeting they're in. But out in your calendar, so here's our trip to the Googleplex. And so let's say I want to schedule this I want to do a Halloween meeting. So it's it's not going to let me because I'm out of office. All right, we'll do a Halloween meeting here. So here I could say Halloween Hangout meet, and then when I go to more options,
This is so cool. I love this.
Lets me add conferencing automatically. So I just say add conferencing. I'm going to add Hangouts meet. So this automatically puts in details for my meeting without me having to go out, copy, paste, anything. It's just built right into your calendar appointment. And then I can add a description. This is to talk about
our costumes.
Yes. Costumes will be wearing at Google. So now I'll hit save. It's saved out here. And so let's say I needed to join this this video call. So I could click on it and then I could hit this little join Hangouts meet. Look at this. They have been putting these awesome graphics in there for us.
Just because you put the word Halloween, it added those graphics for you. That's so cool. I love that.
So this is a hyperlink, takes me right to that address, or I could copy that info right here, which is really handy too. But even quicker is I can right click on the meeting and they added a little join meeting, which is really nice. So I would just right click here, hit join meeting. It automatically fires up that meeting. I'll hit join. Now it puts me right into that. And
fantastic.
Now, maybe they got rid of it now. It used to have the title down here, and I wonder if they got rid of that. I was gonna say when you book it from your calendar,
it worked.
It usually puts the title,
but it worked last time before when you did it. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, that's pretty odd.
Because when we tested it right before we got on, it actually did work. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I could find something from the past that.
That might have it on there.
Loaded in there. Yeah, it looks like they got rid of the titles in there.
That's kind of frustrating. Sad. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating because it'd be nice to have it to make sure you're in the right room and all that kind of stuff, topic wise, and that kind of thing.
So I'm hoping that they add titles. I'm hoping that
everybody send feedback, even if you don't have Google Meet, just send feedback.
Please send feedback. So yeah, right up here, send feedback.
There you go.
Please
add the title.
Please allow users to name meetings. Please allow users to link their phone to their microphone. Sweet. Just do that over and over 500 times, guys.
Yep. Feedback in numbers. I always say that feedback in numbers. The more people are wanting it or desire something, it happens quicker. I promise you, and it does happen. I promise you.
Yeah, and if I would do like a test meeting here, like later tonight, now when I go over to Hangouts Meet and I refresh it, oh, whoops, you might want to add conferencing to that meeting, Kyle. So if I Hangouts Meet, test meeting, save. I got two of them in there, but now, there we go. So now if I go out to Meet, it shows, hey, this is coming up,
Gotcha.
that I have a test meeting here, and you could jump right into it. So it'll have all of them listed, which is kind of nice. So if you know a meeting is coming up,
Mm-hmm.
or if it's happening right now, you can just go out to meet.google.com, and you don't need to remember your code or anything. As long as it's in your calendar, it will show up right on this main screen.
It'd actually be kind of cool to see your calendar. Like your
It
personal
would.
calendar. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Well,
helpful.
just because
So
if you
yeah,
have other
send
things
more
there.
feedback.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I do.
Send more feedback on
That's
that.
one thing, with the new Google Calendar and the new Google Gmail, they have the right side panel where you can
Yes.
see Keep and all that kind of stuff. And Calendar you can see in Gmail. The only thing I send this feedback all the time. I want it with Google Drive as well, because a lot of times I'll do like our umpire schedule. It'll be in a spreadsheet because it's just easier. It's linear and all that kind of stuff. I want to have
You
that
want to try to
side.
open a full spreadsheet in that side panel?
No, I
That
want
might.
I want to have the spreadsheet open, but open the calendar in the side panel so I can add. Let's say
Oh,
let's say if I'm umpiring or something like that, I would love to be able to do that kind of thing. That would be awesome for me. That's one thing
yeah.
that
I thought that's coming.
yeah. If I
Yeah.
oh, see, you have it. Okay, so it
Yeah.
has it in G Suite. I do not have that in a regular.
Ah.
Okay, so
Yeah. So once this loads here, I can open
oh,
this up,
I'm jealous. I'm
and
jealous.
it will. Yeah, give it a second to load. Yeah. So I got my full calendar here,
See, I
and
would
then I.
love to even be able to pull Gmail over there. Calendar, Gmail, whatever. If I could pull Gmail over there, I could actually okay, I'm just using my
Gmail.
example.
Yeah.
Because
At
if I
first,
have my umpire schedule, so if I know how many hours or how much money I'm going to pay those umpires, I could have Gmail right there and send that email with all those amounts sitting there on the left-hand side. I wouldn't have to.
yeah, because I would at first my thinking was, wow, Gmail would be way too condensed in here. But if they would give you like the mobile view,
Yeah, exactly.
like
Exactly.
just give me what I see on my phone, that's the same
Exactly.
width of
Exactly.
this.
And you can make
And
that bigger. You can make it. You can. Yeah, you can take that over.
no,
Oh, you can. Oh,
no,
are you sure? Because
that's
I thought you could on
that's
desktop.
also really frustrating that I can't drag this
Oh, I
anymore.
thought you
It's
could
as
on.
big as it is. And tasks, don't even get me started on tasks. Tasks, they're not collaborative. It's the biggest pain in the
It
butt.
is. It is a pain. Trust me. It is.
Don't give me tasks at work if I can't assign that task to a coworker. Um,
Yeah, especially for
that's why
business. Especially for
keep
business.
is way so much
Awesome.
better because
Keep is awesome.
I would rather just use keep as my task list because I can assign it out to people
Yeah.
and say, hey, jump in on this.
What about
Um,
calendar? Does calendar have does it have a um? What am I trying to say? And maybe my sheets has it, but my calendar doesn't. Something like that. Oh no, your calendar does have it off to
Yeah,
the right.
calendar. Yep. So so I definitely recommend, even if you don't have G Suite, this will kind of tell you what's coming to Google. If you look up the G Suite release calendar, so if you just Google that, it will show you all the new things that are releasing on Google side of things. So
Nice.
here you can say Smart Compose coming to all Gmail users.
Hmm.
Um, Real-time presence in Microsoft Office when you collaborate. Now, not everything will overflow to the regular free user accounts, but a lot of this stuff does come eventually.
Really?
Um, so, like right here, Google Plus will no longer support Internet Explorer 10. So that's coming to everybody, whether you're on G Suite or not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and new content manager roles coming to team drives. That's only work G Suite related, but yeah, you can go from month to month. You can look at past months and you can see all the different stuff. Like use the quick access side panel. Here it is from Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, and Calendar.
Mm.
So this launched September 5th. So it'll probably come to the general public down the road here, but at least you can kind of see what's coming. And if you ever want more information, you just say click to view more details, and it just takes you to the public blog
Oh, it's the
post
blog post. Yeah,
about it,
exactly. Excellent.
and then it tells you, hey, all G Suite editions, gradual rollout. Sometimes it just says web, which means like it's coming to everybody today, everyone in the world.
Mm.
Um, But yeah, it's pretty cool that you can see a lot of stuff of what's coming to Google just by this little
Very
calendar.
nice.
And then if you want to add these to your own calendar, you just hit this little plus Google Calendar down here, like I have, and
Hmm.
now I have them all here on the side in my calendar. So now I can see at the top here, whoops, I can see these are from Google of what's happening today. So when I
Oh,
look at my
cool.
work calendar, I can see, oh, also what happened yesterday was grant delegate access to Gmail using the Gmail API. So if
Oh,
I
cool.
forget about something, it's built into my work calendar, which is really, really handy.
How cool is that? I love that. And actually, I just looked. It's calendar that I don't have that menu on the side. I do have it in my
Okay.
Google Drive because I knew it was one or the other. I couldn't remember which it was. So
Yeah, it'll be coming.
I
They're,
hope
they're
so.
kind of slowly rolling that out to everybody.
I love that stuff. All right, we have any questions out there? Anybody throw your questions out if you have some. Um, just let us know. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I'll leave you on there since you have your camera
Oh,
open.
hey.
That other.
Yeah, I'm like a video call in a video call here.
That's right. That's exactly right. Clarify Meet is standalone or only if you have G Suite? Good question. And the answer to that would be.
Uh, Meet is only for G Suite customers.
Mhm.
Now, that is only G Suite customers can create a meeting. Anybody can join a meeting. So if I would send anyone in the world a link, anyone watching, you guys could jump into my business meeting. They do that just for ease of use. So if I'm working with a customer and I want to do a video call, I can just send them a link and they can join. They don't need a Google account. You don't need anything. You just click the
Nice.
link. And if you're using Chrome or Firefox, it'll jump right in. Internet Explorer is not supported yet, but they plan on supporting that in the near future.
So you could actually, since you can screen share and everything, you could actually use meeting Google Meet, Hangouts Meet as a support thing too. Like, hey, let's look at that on your
Yes, yeah.
computer, and I want to
So
help
I
you
could
out,
I
walk you
couldn't
through this kind of stuff.
control it.
Right,
Yeah, I couldn't control it, but
right.
they could click it, they
They
could
could
share
click
the
and share
screen,
their
and
screen.
then
You
I
could
could
tell them what to
verbally
do. Yeah. Is
correct.
that on mobile as well? Can you screen share on mobile, or do you know?
You cannot screen share
Oh,
on mobile.
bummer.
Yep. So mobile is interesting. Mobile forces you, if you join the meeting, to be on speakerphone.
Hmm.
So you can't just like, so if I was like maybe looking at some slides in
Right.
like maybe my Uber ride, if I'm
Hmm.
traveling or something and I'm trying to keep tabs on a meeting, I could look at the slides, but it's on speaker, which is kind of
Mm.
annoying because I don't want my Uber driver listening into my meeting. I would much rather just have the earpiece work. And then if I
Hmm.
want to look at a slide,
Hmm.
take it down, read the slide, and then go back and
Hmm.
listen. But sadly, it's speakerphone only. Now, old Hangouts on your phone, you could switch between
Hmm.
when you join a video call, speakerphone or just the earpiece or whatever, but you can't do it on Meet yet, which is, it's just, there's just a few things that it doesn't seem fully polished yet, but I think they're going to keep on advancing it and keep on building
Well, and
upon it.
especially the more people leave feedback, et cetera, as well. So
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it too.
Yep.
Um, all right, folks. If you guys have any other questions out there, if you want to go ahead and switch off the screen share, you can get off a screen share and come in with your video if you want to. Um, we can go
Oh,
back to chatting.
also, I didn't, uh, recording.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's
if
right. You can record a
you,
meeting.
why, oh, I gotta exit
Screen
my meeting
share.
here. Um,
Screen
so
share. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
you, business users for the
Mm-hmm.
$10 a month plan,
Mm-hmm.
cannot record your, can't record your meeting. You have to have an enterprise license for the $25 per
That's the
user a
only
month
ones
if
that
you
can
want to
do that, huh?
record. Yep. So enterprise users can record and enterprise users can broadcast.
Mm.
So we don't have that. So we just use YouTube and we restrict it to our company and we can record and broadcast for free.
There you go. That works. Private. Make it
Yep.
private, and just the only problem with that is you got to have everybody's email to send it to YouTube or whatever, right?
No, you don't.
Oh, really?
Not in a business. You just check
Oh,
a box.
nice.
You check a box and it says it is restricted to your company. And
Good.
then you just send out the link in an email to everyone in the company and they can all watch it.
Nice. That's awesome. So, oh, that's so cool. That's fantastic. Because I know when they
Yeah.
got rid of circles, that was the biggest downfall, is that you couldn't send a circle to regular YouTube. They changed it to email. Well, my God, we don't have everybody's email. I mean, a lot of times you have to either
Yep.
pick them out or look it up and all that kind of stuff. And you can't send bulk email. You have to send individual email. So I was like, oh, how
Yeah.
frustrating is that? Well, that's wonderful. That's good to know about YouTube business.
Yeah. YouTube.
Specific to
It's
business.
just YouTube live events.
Yeah.
But when you share it, you're able to restrict it to inside your
Fantastic.
company.
Fantastic. That's
So that works
awesome.
for live streams.
Yeah. Take advantage of it.
Yeah. So
And
we
it's
have
on
tons
YouTube.
of
It's perfect. That's
yes,
perfect.
yes.
You get a YouTube
Great
link and go back.
backbone.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do all of our company.
It's a great
meetings.
way to have meeting minutes too. Keep your, it keeps your video minutes. It heard everything. It goes that. And then you can get transcription of that as well.
Yes.
I mean, it's awesome.
Transcribe it.
Good
You can
stuff.
people, if they're remote, they can pause it, come back, resume playing, and you can enable the DVR. You can disable the DVR. There's tons of different options for it.
That's so cool to be able to do that. I just love that. I think
Yeah.
that's so awesome. So good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, glad I could share. With
Yeah,
everybody.
that was so awesome. I really do appreciate you coming on. William Rock's coming on next week. He's going to talk some fun
Nice.
stuff too. Yeah, so we're going to have him on. Try to get as many TCs on I can before I get to the summit, and hopefully
Yeah.
I'll do a show from there and just have everybody just kind of come up and
Yeah, let's do it,
talk.
man.
Yeah, and have some fun, and we'll just all get on there and talk about whatever we're seeing or doing and that kind of stuff. So it should be fun. All right. Awesome. I tell you what, I don't see any more questions. Everybody's out there. It's cool. No problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to invite the community members. I will have the link, invite the community in, come in and talk to Kyle for a little bit. He's willing to stick around. I don't want to keep him here all night. But come in, ask your questions personally. It's one of the benefits that we do for the paid for community. I appreciate everybody that shows up and watches these. If you're watching in replay, ask some questions in there. I'll pass them along to Kyle. He can answer any of those kind of questions. He knows. I mean, I asked him hey, dude, does such and such do this? Or, how does this work or whatever? So I get personal messages and Hangouts to him all the time about stuff like that. So we want to help you. We want to get that kind of stuff out there so everybody can learn it. And it's always good, those of you that have a business or are pursuing this in a business. I think it's, like you said, I think, Kyle, you told me, you said Google Meet actually is really good for business. I mean, it's a really good thing. Chat, not so much, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows where it'll go? But
Chat
a lot of
needs
things a lot of things you can't do. so it's very frustrating. So
I can't even chat with somebody outside my company.
I know that's so
very
frustrating.
Very
Yeah, I know you have to almost do a meet with them.
Yep.
That's the only way to chat with
Exactly.
them. And then if they don't have a mic, then you got to deal with that and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
frustrating. But
It
anyway,
needs some work.
yeah. All right, so folks, I will put that link in the community. You will see the link in the community. Come in, talk to Kyle and I, please. We encourage it. Come in, ask your questions. Come in just to chat with them for a second, whatever. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I am going to shut this down. And thank you again, Kyle. Thank you, buddy.
Adios.
All right.